Sup, everyone. My name is Ryu for the Counts Network, and somehow, I'm just going to address this now, somehow I missed the episode 19 review for Supergirl. So what's going to happen is when I go back and I'm done with Daredevil, I'm done catching up with that, Ninja Turtles, I will do that as the final episode review, even though that I'm doing 20 now, because I just came off watching it, so. The episode's called Better Angels. Sadly, it's Supergirl's finale. Now, we don't know, when I'm putting this video together, we don't know if it's going to get a season 2, so fingers crossed. And that seems kind of crazy, because I'm just going to go through everything, for the season, how I felt about it. It started off pretty rocky. You have a show that was really lighthearted, and for superhero kind of thing, I don't know if the world was ready for that. Because everything, when it came to heroes on TV, has been dark, gritty, just Daredevil, Arrow. Originally, Arrow was, it was at its core, it's quote-unquote best. And, The Flash. I mean, The Flash is probably the lightest we had, and Supergirl just went uber lighter, and you're like, well, how do you go lighter than The Flash? It just didn't make sense. But throughout the season, the show has found its way into many's hearts, and even mine. I must admit, I really did enjoy this episode. I did enjoy the season. There were some character arcs that kind of felt like flat, but you know what? That's what we have a season 2 for, hopefully. There's a lot of things I do want to talk about that go into season 2, if there's a season 2, and why there should be a season 2. So, I'm going to go into a lot of that. The big one is at the end of the episode. We don't know who's in that pod, and that was driving me nuts. Great. I want it to drive me nuts because I want that to drive the fans to actually hit up CBS and be like, hey, we want another season. We want this show to resolve a lot of the unanswered questions in season 1 that could easily build an arc in season 2. We're talking about Kara, well, not Kara, her sister. Her sister's dad being alive, so there was that. But with Cadmus, if you've ever watched anything Justice League animated series from 2000, or hell, even Young Titans, which is, I think, Young Justice, sorry. I'm calling it Young Titans because there's the Teen Titans movie that I still have to do the review for. But that's besides the point. If you watch any of that, then you know Cadmus is like super big in how they could easily pull their rogues from that whole thing. The big question is, who the hell's in the pod? I have no guess to that. I really have no guess to that. I kind of want to hope that it's gonna be like Power Girl. This is how they get Power Girl on the show, and they use the multiverse as a means to do that. That would be really cool. Like, they play on the multiverse, like Flash play on the multiverse. I'm just hoping for it. I like how Martian Manhunter ripped, I think it was Indigo, in half. That was brutal. And I'm actually glad that that's as dark as this season got. That's okay. Well, then, Kara's aunt dying, so that's okay. That's okay. I kind of wish that DC, and this is my big wish for season 2, I kind of wish, and I know this is more been about season 2 than it has in this episode, I kind of wish that DC would back the fuck off and just stop with the embargo crap, because you have a lot of potential to do a TV Superman and have a movie Superman and use the multiverse as a means to explain it. And that, at its core, would just be fine. Most casual fan base, if you explain the multiverse in the movies just for like 5 minutes and you explain it in a TV show, most people are going to get it. If not, they're going to ask people on Facebook, and there's groups and everything for it. But no, fuck embargoes. But whatever. I got a little, I felt the emotions from the characters when it looked like Kara was going to sack herself. That's kind of typical to see. I thought she was going to be stuck in space and then come back in season 2, and that was going to be its own arc. I'm actually glad it got resolved. Not glad that some stuff didn't get resolved. Kind of hilarious that she moved up in the world from Cat Grant, and Kat had that moment with her. That, again, great character development on both characters, I must say. Melissa Bennett as Supergirl has been an absolute surprise to me. Because I'll be honest, I've been watching Gotham and I got a little more hardcore into Gotham than I did with this show. But this show is still, regardlessly, it has its own, in its own right, it's just as amazing. And Melissa Bennett should be Supergirl. If they ever cast, maybe that's just me getting stuck to actors on TV, but if they ever cast her for the DCU, the DCU? DCMU? I don't know what to call it. The DC Movieverse. If they ever do that end, then she should easily go there. Just how I always say that Grant Gustin makes the best Flash right now on TV. And they should just do it. Max Lord, kind of, he's protecting his own ass, and I'm glad to see that happen. Some people, and I was actually reading on Twitter and Facebook, some people, and Reddit, yeah, that's right. And some people were saying that it was Crypto in the pod. If it was Crypto, the 10-year-old in me and whatnot that they used to have the Crypto episodes on Cartoon Network way back when, I would die laughing. I just die laughing inside. I just can't see it being Crypto for one reason or another. You know, it's just like the way, like, you saw a humanoid body for a second in the pod for a second. I'm analyzing it, okay? There was some cheesy moments in this episode regardless. I'm absolutely okay with that, though. Season finale. Pacing was amazing. There's been a lot of episodes in Supergirl this season that just had bad pacing. This was not one of them. This was fantastic. So, what am I going to give it? I'm going to give it a 9. CBS, renew this now, please. Renew this show. I really hope we get a renewal for Supergirl. And that's crazy because when I first started watching Supergirl, and I just did it because of the crossover, I was like, this show is like just kind of boring me. And I was on my way to, it's a side story, I was on my way to go to a shoot for one of the bigger channels that I run. And on the bus, I had my headphones in my phone, and I pulled up Netflix. I just started watching Gotham for no reason. I fell in love with that show, and I can't wait to do the reviews to play catch up until that, because that show did get announced for season 3. So that's what I'm hoping. Like Supergirl, I kind of put it off for a while because of Gotham, but it's great in its own rights. But it's kind of hilarious that you go to watch one show and you're like, well, I'm only watching this for a crossover. What I want to say, though, and I'm getting to the point here, what would be freaking hilarious is if they had a multiverse episode where you had Felicity and friends. I always gotta get that cheap shot in there for the next couple of weeks to get my salt out of the wounds. If you had Felicity and friends, you had Flash, you had Supergirl, you had, I was about to say Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow and Gotham. Some sort of like multiverse 5-day crossover. DC, there's money to be had there with the networks. Just make it happen. Everyone loves it. Martian Manhunter was fucking amazing this entire season. Greatest reveal that this show could have had. I'm actually glad they got to use him. Which, that's another thing I'm like kind of questioning. Like, isn't Martian Manhunter part of the core of the Justice League? Like, when you look at the Justice League, I know not New 52, New 52 changes everything. But at the core of Justice League, for years upon years, Martian Manhunter was always there. So, for Supergirl to be able to have it, and this is what I see as a problem going forward, is what happens if they start using them in the movies. You know, just like the Suicide Squad on Felicity and Friends. It's kind of one of those things. But I think it'll just be a problem they'll have to deal with when they get there. But lots of things they can go into season 2 I'm super excited about. And I hope this show gets a season 2. Guys, check out the season. Let CBS know your thoughts. Be vocal about it on social media, whether it be here on YouTube, over on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And I'm not sure about Instagram, to be honest, because I don't use it, so I can't really say. But that's it for now. 9 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more, and I will see you guys on the next video. Till then, peace.